Welcome back to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Time to learn a new tune called The Wind That Shakes the Barley. As with all these lessons, I'm going to start by just playing it at a medium tempo, and then we'll look at each part of the tune in depth and learn it note by note. So here we go, here's the whole thing. Cool. So, The Wind That Shakes the Barley. What a poetic title. What I wonder is, what sort of wind are they speaking of? So all kinds of winds. But let's not think about it too much. Let's just play our tune, shall we? So I will now show you the first quarter of the A part. So let's break that down a little bit more. I'm going to start open A twice, one open. So, okay, and then we're going to add on D, 2, 1 open. So far we have that's followed by the next phrase, which starts A1, one, one, open, 1, 2, 3, 1. Here it is again. The beginning of the first quarter was this. And then we have this. So the whole first quarter is all right. So this is repeated a lot. In fact, this first quarter is also the third quarter of the tune. So what I like to do in these videos is to loop things that are repeated a lot, mainly because it'll help you get the part, but also just because looping is such a good music practice. It's one of the best things I think I can offer you, and I'm secretly hoping you'll start to do it, and that's the thing I really want you to learn from these things. So let's take some time to loop in a continuous cycle on that first quarter right now. So maybe you could do it more on your own, maybe do it slower if necessary or faster as you see fit. But it's a great practice. It'll help you with any music you do, any instrument. All right, so let's move on and learn the second quarter to the A part. Okay, now let's break that up a little bit. It starts like the first quarter, starts like this. Okay, but then it's different. So the different part is this. And so that's going to start E low 2 1 open. And then we go to A 3. and then we add more on the A string, 1, 2, 3, 1 on A. So that's the second part of the second quarter. That was preceded by, then, okay, let's do all of the second quarter slowly now. Again. Okay, good. So why don't we take a moment and practice that in a different way. We're going to practice it with plucking. The good thing about plucking is that it allows you to focus on the left hand, the fingerings, because you take away the bowing, which may be difficult. It also will help you remember the tune because you'll hear it in a different way. Let's try it one more time. Okay, good. Let's move on now. The third quarter of this tune, of the A part, is the same as the first. I'm going to play it anyway for you. And then the fourth quarter is almost identical to the second quarter. The only difference is we end on open E instead of A1. So the ending of the fourth quarter will sound like. So listen for that. I'm going to play the whole thing for you right now. Okay, good. So we have all the parts. If anything is unclear, if this is the point where I say, why don't you pause the video, rewind, and practice that before we do the entire A part. Here goes the whole A part, very slowly. If you're unsure, you can just listen at first. Listening is practice too. And then you can rewind and play along. Here we go. Learning an instrument can be so hard sometimes. So be kind to yourself. You're doing well, better than you think. Before you blink, it will be over. So be kind to yourself, 'cause sometimes it does get hard. Okay, let's do now the B part. And so I'm just going to start by playing you the first quarter of the B part. Cool. Let's break that down a little bit. We're going to start E1 to A3. Okay? It's maybe tricky, so you may want to practice that a little bit more. That's followed by E low 2 to open E. Okay? Let's put those two things together. Okay, working on the first quarter of the B part. Then we're gonna do E1. Oh, hey, kitty. Then we're gonna do E1 to A3 again. Okay, so far in the first quarter we have this. Okay, that's followed by open E, A3, 1, open. Here's that again. Okay, so I'm going to slowly play the entire first quarter of the B part. So the first quarter of the B part is also the third quarter. And so, again, it will make sense for us to spend some time learning it very, very well. So I'm going to encourage you to loop on this in a cycle, and let's do it together right now. Again. Okay, so good work there. Now we're going to go on to the second quarter of the B part. So let's break that down a little bit. It starts just like the first quarter. And then from that point, it will be different. Then we're gonna go. I'll break that down a little bit. That second half of the second quarter starts E3, 1, open. And then A3, 1, 2, 3. Back up to open E. So we have. Here's that again. That's preceded by. And then we do. Sorry. So the whole second quarter, very slowly played, is. Once more. Moving on, the third quarter is the same as the first. I'll play it again. Okay, now let's move on and I'll play the entire fourth quarter of the B part. Okay, so breaking that down, we start on A3, and then we kind of just walk up the scale on E string, open 1, low 2, 3. And then we go back down to E1. Okay, and then after that, we're going to go up to E4 and walk down the scale there. So we have, and then we end this by going on A, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, which is how some of the other parts end. All right, so let's see. Let's just do, so the first part of the fourth quarter was this. And then we do, well, let me do it again. All right, I'm just going to do the whole thing very slowly a few times. Once more. Now I will just play the entire B part. So again, if you need work on any particular part, if there's a technical thing that's hard, then just rewind and practice that, okay? And by the way, for the fourth quarter, you may want to just work on your fourth finger a little bit. So there's some things you can do. You can just play the notes on the E up to fourth. You could also do E1 to E4, because that happens in the fourth quarter. If you're a beginner, that's kind of hard. You use it with rhythms. All right, in fact, unless you're really advanced and this is going way too slow for you, I recommend you pause the video and practice E1 to E4 right now. Okay, so now I'm just going to play the entire B part for you. I'll play it slow. You can play along if you like, or just listen. Okay, here we go. So on. Sped it up a little there at the end. Anyway, well, congratulations. You had the persistence to make it to the end of the video, and I really hope that this tune is enjoyable for you. It's really fun, and it's played a lot in Irish setting, and I think sometimes in old time maybe. So anyway, have fun with it, and I'll see you next time on the FiddleHed Fiddle channel. So long.